just tell us where you originally from.
Who talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm from Dade County, I'm from Florida, bro.
And I guess what brought you up to Georgia?
Oh, that's the first question right there. I ain't putting all that out there right now.
Okay.
It's one of them interviews. Okay, well, hold on. I'm okay. This is finna get weird.
Well, let's get weird, y'all.
I'm just saying, most of my questions are personal questions, so it ain't gonna be no point in doing the interview if you don't want to answer personal.
But you want me to be me or you want me to be somebody else?
Be you.
Be you, but I'm just saying, if that's what kind of interview you want to do.
What are you talking about, bro? You asked me a question, I gave you an answer, dog. You asked me what brought me up here. I told you I ain't finna put that out there like that right now.
We ain't finna do this today, bro. We ain't finna do this.
Man, why it's like that, man?
I ain't finna do this today, man.
Ain't gotta be like that. Ain't gotta be like that. Come on, brother. Equipment
You can
and
keep
stuff.
that one, baby. I got another one.
Okay.
Okay. I got it.
Damn, he just Birdman this, man. Oh, no, I'm the funny
remember you. I
nigga.
said you the one that ain't happy. Remember? I said you happy. Everything all right.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just saying, I be trying to. I don't want to get into it with him, so
I got this.
I don't want to get into it with him. So I'm like, all my questions is personal. If you want to be like that, then it's no point of doing the interview. I respect that you know.
I understand.
But it'll be a boring interview because I'll be like, so then they'll be like, no, I ain't answering that. That's who gonna do an interview like that? There's no point of doing that.
Right. He got to be able to answer.
Boss lady got snatched. Boss lady said, shout her out. She done got snatched. So she done went and got the BBL. Say she done went and got the goddamn. You don't know who boss lady is? Boss lady went viral on that
She
bitch.
cute too.
You seen her with the BBL? She said she done went and got
I seen her paper saying she was about to go get it.
She said she done went and got the BBL
What's that?
and she got down 360 motherfucker. She said that shit. I want to see what's going on. I mean, she already said me and Kiki. So, me.
Okay, no, like, just try to move over here. We're just gonna be on you now. So,
all right, I'm in it bit, man.
Okay, he in
literally, it's no pressure.
He get the camera clear. So we gonna start it off. You good?
Check. Yeah, this shit just weird. It's new for me. It's new for us, y'all.
Hey, what mic is this one?
That's number 4.
Yeah, we
Number 4. Turn 4 down.
Check. I don't hear myself now.
No, that's not boss lady. Boss lady, she like light skin and
NGE the movement. Yeah, she said she.
It's Nubian something.
Shit. Nah, it's NGE the movement now. That's not what it is. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Me and give your ass a roll.
Okay, see, I ain't really prepared my questions for you, so we just gonna try to
go viral on his ass. He was talking that shit. He been avoiding the show. Go viral on his ass. Fuck it. That's how we coming. Fuck it.
Yeah, that motherfucker on see.
Okay, so Nol8ne, so where are you originally from?
I was born in Florida.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Broward County.
Glee!
So that's where Kodak from, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I went
You talking about somebody? You know that what that man.
I don't know what he
So what? Okay, so how was it in Broward County?
That shit straight. I mean, that shit was just like Atlanta. That shit is tight in some places. It's sweet in some others. You know.
So they always say like the thickest bitches come from Florida. So would you agree with that, or you would say it's Atlanta?
I think that
Atlanta
got the thick hoe. Florida got the bad one. I can't hate like Florida. They just look a little bit better.
I don't disagree, but I feel like Cali got the bitches that's like prissy and know how to dress for real. I feel like New York got them tough hoes. I feel like Florida got them fun, outgoing girls, the ones that like they adventure and do shit. I feel like Atlanta is the hoe that want to be Hollywood, but they,
What
they
you think? Cali they gotta have them Hollywood hoes.
but they don't act Hollywood. They say prissy.
They say like everybody in California and well, Los Angeles is like fine, But I always heard the girls in Florida is like they real strong in the face. They got real nice bodies, but they be like ugly in the face.
Yeah, get on the fucking 4-wheel and ride it with
It
you.
just
That's some
depend-
fire ass shit to
I
do.
don't know. It depends on where you at. I was in Temple. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was straight. Like, it was a whole Temple. I ain't gonna lie. Out of everybody I done lived, see, I done lived in a few places. It's a whole Temple.
That beach.
And I'm straight though. It just too many like
Sissies.
question marks. He got me on point. He got me on point. But other than that, like you straight.
Matter of fact, so has a transgender ever tried to holler at you?
I don't be going for that type of shit. I grew up here though. I moved here, I was 9, so shit, I learned that shit. When I was young.
Talking about a little bit. Check.
Check. Y'all get me?
Nah, I can't. I can hear myself though. Okay.
Yeah. You get me?
Yeah, just try to talk loud
Check.
like you on stage or
Yeah.
something.
Fast.
Just so it'll come up good on the camera. So did you grow up with both of your parents?
Nah, well, I mean, kinda. I grew up like, damn, I don't never tell fuck this. Alright. So, my daddy was hustling, mama was my daddy, so I grew up with my auntie them. You know what I'm saying? My dad ended up getting deported back to Jamaica. So,
I know your ass from the islands.
yeah, that's how I ended up, like, coming to Atlanta and shit like that. Like, I had to move back with my mama, my grandma came to the A.
So do you still talk to them or?
Yeah, now and then. It's cool though. God love him. He gave me birth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you got like a bunch of siblings.
Oh man, my daddy was going crazy. I probably got.
It's different.
It's that's probably what it is. Okay, so I guess give me the most traumatic experience you had growing up.
Traumatic?
Yeah.
Shit. My cousin was fucking with me one time, and like I was like 4th grade. Threw my beach ball. I cared about the beach ball. My favorite teacher gave me that beach ball. Like, I cared. I don't know why, but I gave a fuck about that beach ball. She threw my shit across the fence. I tried to jump that bit and slip and like impale myself. So like it was like I want to say like 6 inch. Like you know those fences that got like the little like they pointy at the end. You know what I'm saying? I fell right on that joint. Stabbed me in my stomach all the way up here. My ribs. I ain't gonna get stitches. That joint crazy.
You was crying and shit?
No, I really wasn't crying because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't look down till my mama was like, what the hell? My mama wasn't even home yet. You know what I'm saying? So I was just tripping out like, I know something. You know what I'm saying? I know that shit was on me, but I ain't never look at that shit till my mama said something.
So it's like it's a nasty scar, like you don't want nobody to see it, or it healed up good?
Yeah, that's just straight.
Okay, so what's a person that meant a lot to you and they died, and like how did it affect you?
My brother Chris, man, that's the first person I can think about. Really, like my brother Chris, I played football with Chris. I really grew up with, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a song now. It's called Bully. You know what I'm saying? I dropped it on my last tape. It's about bro. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just really let you know, like, don't take life for granted. Cause like he was one of them niggas that I was mad cool with, so I felt like I ain't have to talk to him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he always tried to just check up on him. We in 2 different states. We in school. You know what I'm saying? And bro died on campus, like in his union.
How you doing?
Got shot.
What county?
He was in Savannah. He was going to Savannah State.
I wonder what this shit was over. Okay, so what's the most evil thing a female has done to you?
Man.
Some evil shit. Cause he got all the hoes.
I don't got
that
no
just what Bull said. I just repeat what Bull
I
said.
really don't be going through shit like that. I really just went through it with like one girl. So I really don't want to say nothing, Kyrie. She gonna know what I'm talking
Oh, she gonna eat your ass up.
It gonna be hot, like. But for real,
I ain't gonna say nothing because I already know how she gonna come. She gonna be like, an ego on there.
yeah, she gonna blame ego.
I ain't
ego
finna
pop.
blame me. Bull said something. I ain't say that.
Right. I ain't even wanna, but yeah, I done had some shit happen to me that was kind of out of the way. Like for real. But I mean, you know,
Okay, has it, did she ever make you cry?
This girl particularly, no, but I done cried behind a bit before. I feel like every nigga done cried behind a bit before. Can't, if you say you happy, you lying. That's how I feel. Shit.
I mean, a bitch that made me frustrated enough to cry.
Did he ever make you cry?
In your whole life?
Yeah,
you
frustrated enough.
In your whole life.
It's about how you word it.
Not a mad cry, but like you was like heartbroken cry.
Oh, no, it always been bad. Like, it's like I'm frustrated, and then it's like, oh, cause I can't kill motherfucking ass. I gotta just do this instead. Like, they ain't never really been like
I done cried. I was a young nigga. I done cried cause I was so mad that I got caught doing some shit. Like, I was mad at myself.
What?
Yeah, like I was mad at myself. Like, you done me. Like, you done me.
And you cried.
I mean, I wasn't crying, but shit, I was crying. That makes sense.
Okay.
There's a difference between crying and, like, you know
what's the difference? Let me know.
Like, your girl cry. Like, when she crying, she crying. Like, running nose, it's tight. Like, nigga, you might, like, draw, like, wet tail. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, this shit crazy. Like, all right, we good. Keep going.
So you went like you got a whooping or something. Okay, so what's one of the craziest beefs you done been in? And, like, how did the beef start?
Craziest beefs? Damn. See, ain't no beef in that nigga.
You know, talk it out there.
You got beat up before, right?
I'm gonna like handle my problem right now, or we ain't got no problem, that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just that. It's right now.
I feel like you would talk it out, take it to the grass, and like I'm gonna try to talk it out with you. But if you still on that bullshit, you finna take this shit to the grass,
You just, I'm gonna talk to you until if I feel pressure. Yeah. But I don't be really. I mean, I probably had like some beefs. I had a beef in college, like by some hoes. Like, nigga be mad about hoes, but that shit don't be beef to me because I ain't mad. Like, you mad about the hoes, so I'm mad at you now because you pressing me by the hoe.
Okay, so what's some of the most gangster shit you done witnessed?
I seen niggas die before.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I seen niggas die before.
A gunshot or a nigga been choked
Oh,
out?
I already know the answer now.
Die by a gunshot? I seen a lot of shit, really. For real.
Was you scared?
Yeah, you gonna be scared, like, in your heart. Like, you know, like, that shit crazy. Like, especially your first time seeing that shit. I was a young nigga.
It was in Florida or Georgia?
I was in Georgia. I was in London.
And what about you, Ego? Most gangster shit you done seen?
That's some crazy shit, bro. I had to really think about that one. But, yeah, when I seen that nigga lose a finger shooting sawed-off shotgun. But he killed the niggas, though. So, like, all right, it was a group of niggas, right? They came from Riverdale to Gabby Road, where I was staying at the time, to, like, beef with this nigga that we was cool with, named Jew. But, like, Jew was just by himself. You know what I mean? He had nobody with him. All he had was that 9 and that sawed-off shotgun. The problem was he didn't know how to shoot that motherfucker. But he lost a finger shooting that shit at them niggas, and he still killed one of them niggas. And they came like 4-5 deep. So that's probably the most gangster shit because not only, and this would make it really gangster, not only, this on my kids, I ain't gotta lie about nothing. Anybody from my hood, on Gabby Road in Turnberry can vouch for this shit right now. Dead ass serious. That nigga went to jail for 2 years. The whole hood wrote behind that nigga. Like, let them free. Them boys came to kill. Cause they did. They came to kill that man. Not only did he off one of them niggas and injure 2 of them niggas, he still made it out alive. He did them 2 years and he got out on the self-defense. But what's crazy is, when I finally seen that nigga when he got out in Brentwood, I was talking to this bitch named Angela. Like, I don't really want to hang with him because I'm with my bitch. You know what I'm saying? But he was over there like for a couple months and I never seen the nigga again. Never seen the nigga again. But shout out to Judo, man. Like, that's more gang. Like, that nigga really went hard behind not dying.
You think he died or you think he just moved somewhere else?
I ain't gonna lie, he was a crash shot king. He the type of nigga he'll hit a lick in a heartbeat. Just because he feel like his pockets ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope he ain't take his ass back to jail or no shit like that. I hope he ain't dead or nothing like that. But yeah, man, me and that nigga had the same name, man, Elijah, man. You know what I'm saying? But they called him Jew because he was from Mississippi. So that's what they say up there. They say Jew. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody in Atlanta called him. But yeah, that was the most, to date, really, that's the most gangster nigga I know. Fuck is the nigga talking about? Because like I said, them boy came 4-5 deep to kill him. Not only did he put one of them niggas in the box, he injured 2, did 2 years in jail, whole hood wrote behind that man. That man got out of jail and was free again. Like, nigga came on some Gucci Man, Jesus shit, nigga came to kill that man. Like, didn't succeed though.
I wouldn't say like the most gangster shit I seen, but the most gangster nigga I used to fuck with, this nigga named Jesus. Like, he'll fight anybody. He used to beat up bitches. And like, he in prison now for murder. Like, I talked to him here and there, but if he thought I was in some beef or something, I'd be like, yeah, this nigga did. He said, hey, bro, his eyes bugging his fist, bro. He be like, you want to go over there? Like, he was always with that shit. Like, anytime or whatever. Like, if I go over his house at 2 o'clock in the morning, knock on his window, he with everything on my
wake up, right, the crust out his eye, and be like, come on.
What's up, bro? Yeah, for real. He with all that shit. But he one of them niggas though, like, he was like really crazy because they was like, it was a story. I used to talk to his cousin. She was like, one day he hit his mama. So he was like he had seen the devil or something.
He really throw it off.
And I done seen that nigga do some crazy shit, but he one of them niggas, he like a pit bull, he'll turn on you eventually. Like, he one of them niggas.
Yeah.
But literally he ain't turn on me. But this was one of the questions I had for Brelo. So if it's a guy who's like a known pedophile or rapist, but he ain't never been in jail, but it's a rumor going around saying this nigga do this type of shit, and he got a label, would you sign this nigga, especially if he had the best deal on the table to give you as an artist, but he like a known like pedophile and shit?
Like, is it like, okay, so this is my question. When you talk about known pedophile, we talk about like
kids, like
Chauncey Billups.
Like he
you know what I'm saying? Like I got it's like it's an allegation or like it's a fact this nigga is doing this.
Like, let's just say, what's that preacher guy name who died?
The one that was beating the kids and shit?
Eddie Bishop. What's his name?
Eddie Long, yeah.
So if he got a reputation like him, like he fuck with niggas, young boys and shit, but he ain't never been to jail, he just got a reputation for that shit, would you do business with him? And he talking about, matter of fact, he got like a deal. I'm trying to give you $7 million sign on. I'm gonna put you on the tour with Lil Baby for a whole year.
I'm running off on him. I'm signing and running off on him.
Don't sign that bitch. That nigga do anything in the pro, beat his ass. Fuck you talking about?
He ain't gonna do nothing to you. He just got that reputation for doing
that
shit.
point, I don't give a fuck what you do in your personal life. Just do what you say you gonna do.
Run off on him.
Abide by the contract clause, and you gonna move around.
And I run off on that nigga. And if you try to fuck with me, I'm gonna go find the.
He ain't gonna fuck with you. He like boys. He don't like grown men.
No,
so
I'm
he
saying
ain't gonna
if he try to like get mad that I ran off on him, I'm gonna go find some extortion type of level shit. They be like, yeah, nigga, you try to do something if you want, nigga, with my money or stop the money, nigga. I'm telling everybody you fucking with these kids. I hit it. Man, fuck at that point, man, I'm playing the game dirty, man. Fuck it, man. I gotta get me, man. You know, that, man, a lot of them niggas already like that anyway. Do a little weird shit like that and own some shit like that and try to make it. Man, like, right now, it's a nigga out here selling band cars. And all he doing is changing the name of his business every 3 months. He's selling these cars to wives, college students. He don't give a fuck who he's selling them to. And he making that money and he changing that business name. That nigga probably done been responsible for so many wrecks and everything. It's just a theoretical, you know what I'm saying? That nigga probably done been responsible for so many wrecks and all type of shit. You think that nigga not sleeping good at night? Nope.
Of course he's sleeping good.
He ran off on their ass. That single mom came in there with that money and said, I'm ready to buy that car. He knew that car wasn't shit when he sold it to him. Ran off on their ass. That college student that came in the first car, know they don't know shit. weighing off on
So
it.
it's like it's a car you pay on, or you just pay like
You pay on.
$2,500.
Not like you pay on.
Oh, go ahead.
It's niggas doing that though. Like, and they don't. You would think that'd be fucked up on your conscience, but when it comes to their money, boy, they ain't fucked up on. So I just try to realize that if I get a nigga like that, cause that bro, you know, watch the movies. Whenever they get a hot nigga in power like that with some doing some stupid shit like that, man, they get the documents, get a nigga to follow them around, private investigators, stack that shit up, and lay that shit on his desk like, yeah, pussy nigga. And then something happened to me in the next 24 hours, this shit gonna be all over the news, nigga. Don't play with. I'm trying to do some movie shit, man. On one of these niggas, man. I'm trying to do some movie shit to Boom, man. Walk in on Boom, walk in AE like this. Yeah, pussy nigga. You see the documents. And if anything happened to me in the next 24 hours, Boom, man, this shit gonna be everywhere.
Well, he's supposed to already be exposed. They had the, I don't know his name. He was on live, like talking about him, saying they fraud and all that kind of shit. Like,
Man, Euro
they robbed.
and Boom, man, hoe. Both of them. Euro left your folk. Like my big brother Steno said, you left your folk, you a hoe. For some money that you really didn't get. So you a hoe. And Boom, man, even more of a hoe. Cause yeah, you was stealing for that boy. On top of stealing from that boy, you really, you cooned him out, you sold him out, you made him sell his soul, and you put him on the back burner for Fugiano and all these other folk. Oh. Yeah. I mean, it like shit, but you know, birds of a feather flock together, nigga.
what's your thoughts about AE? Would you sign to them?
Alright, I'm gonna answer both of your questions, so just rock with me, cause I got weird opinions about these niggas. So, I guess, alright, we all gotta remember, the music industry is a roll of dice, every time. You nigga could put $1 million behind some whack shit, you gonna lose. You feel me? So, what I'm saying is, I personally think that his deal was fair at one point in time. You know what I'm saying?
For Euro?
Yeah. I think the deal was fair for Euro at one point in time, but once the shit around Euro started getting bigger than Euro, he probably felt like, why? Like, why? Any artist. Because if my shit, like, I love my music, so a nigga can't tell me my shit whack. You feel me? So if Euro didn't sell, you know what I'm saying? And at some point, like, nigga gotta get paid. Like, everybody gotta get paid. Like, Boom could be your best friend. Like, at some point, me and you go do business. You know what I'm saying?
Turn on 4 because that one's I believe that's one is 3. That one is 4. You gotta turn up that one because that one.
I hear him though.
Say something.
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you.
You do?
Say something to that one. Say something to the other one.
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you on both.
Yeah,
Yo.
turn that one off. I don't know which one.
Which one is this?
I think that's 3.
I'm gonna tell you this one, bro.
Hold on, I can find out.
Go ahead, say something.
That one.
He turned that one off.
Yo.
That number
Yo.
2.
Yeah, that's
Turn
three.
that one.
Yeah.
So this one, bro. Yo.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you
that
talk
was,
to someone?
that was the
Talk to the other one.
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you better.
Yeah, use that one.
Well, yeah, so what I was saying was, I think his deal at one point in time was probably fair. You feel me? Because they both was in a growing process. You feel me? But I think that as artists, we have to understand something. Like, and I'm learning this shit, and you know what I'm saying? He probably can attest. We all learning this shit right now. So, as an artist, you can sign a deal, you can have a contract with a nigga, you can be doing business with a nigga, but you always got to remember at the end of the day, like, that's your career. You feel me? So, like, if I sign for $7 million, like, I don't know Euro contract. I don't know. You feel me? But if I sign for $100,000, you feel me? No, I'm the nigga that signed. Like, the whole fuck of the city company. Like, I'm the only one who signed. Best believe 50 of them $100,000 is finna touch on them niggas, cause that's how I'm gonna generate some money. Like, cause it's still my career too. Like, if I double down and bet all with this nigga, like, oh, this nigga gonna save me. Like, no matter who it is, bro, I'm gonna take a loss.
But I'm saying, if you get 100,000, taxes is gonna take half of that.
That's
So
cool.
you really just gonna have 50.
And that's cool, and I'm still
I
splitting
ain't
that
think
half.
they take that much.
That
I thought
is-
they took like
it's like-
20,000.
No, it's like 40-some% they take.
I thought it was like when
luxury
you win
tax.
the lottery. When you win the lottery, I thought they only take like
It's a
so
luxury tax.
much.
It's a luxury tax.
Damn.
That's why when you watch them videos, all them rappers say Texas gonna take half. That's what they say, but it's like 40 something, like. But they always just say half.
I just feel like whatever I get, bro, nigga gonna eat around me so that I can always be up. Like, and I just think that somewhere along the lines, as an artist, bro, may have lost that. You know what I'm saying? Like that the team gotta eat for everybody to win kind of vibe. Cause if me personally, if I was in his position, like while I was doing my motion with Boom, you feel me, I would have still had my other motion going, and I would have never signed no deal that wouldn't allowed me to do that, cause I gotta be in control of my own course. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that when you leave your niggas.
Exactly. See,
But I'm
that
saying-
was
but I'm
Stendo
saying-
was saying though. You feel me? That was Stendo was saying. Like you left all your niggas. Now
Before
you
Big
crying.
Bro even
You know
said,
what
I
mean?
knew that though.
It's hard. Like
Everybody
you
knew
know
he
what
used
I'm
to fuck
saying?
with Major League.
But I'm saying you can't really get your nigga straight until you straight. And if he just signed and he not gonna be straight. So, but on the way I see, when I say a nigga leaving, like, well, I done kind of dealt with that when a nigga gets some type of motion, he don't even answer his fucking phone no more. You get what I'm saying?
That's how.
And then he just start hanging with niggas who he didn't even fuck with before.
That's how.
That's what I call leaving niggas. But you can't just be giving niggas money because you don't really have it like that. And plus, niggas be having kids, niggas be having wives, niggas got mamas. So the last thing I'm looking for is my homeboy to give me some money when he got all these people who really before you. So my thing is you ain't really left your niggas unless you just on some shit like you see them niggas call and they just might want to hang with you. They ain't gonna answer their fucking phone because they feel like I'm
he
bigger
left
than you,
them
Bro,
niggas.
if your niggas
He-
rap and they not in your entourage, bro, you left your niggas.
This what happened, right?
Am I-
He ordered it to bring his niggas. They said okay. AE said okay, we gonna try it that way. All for them to do what they was gonna do anyway. When she say nope, we don't want them. We just want you. What you gonna do? Lay that shit in front of his face, and that's what it is. Everybody, all of us gonna end up having. If we keep going at this shit, we all gonna have to make the decision. It gonna be like, do I say yes or no? And it was a situation where he should have said no, but he said yes. And I'm gonna tell you why he should have said no. If he would have said no, he could have used the clout and say, yeah, I was about to be signed, but I turned away a deal for better deals. All that shit Boom Man was doing for him, taking him to New York, he could have did it for himself.
But I'm saying I don't see nothing wrong with somebody taking the deal because once you take the deal, like you get around other motherfuckers who could probably sign all them niggas. You get what I'm saying?
He didn't keep it. He did what you say. The nigga did it to you. Like he stopped answering the phone for niggas.
Yeah, that's leaving them.
That's what he
Yeah.
did. He didn't keep them niggas up there like, all right, look, y'all, I know I ain't, it ain't every day no more, but, me and Boom finna go up here and I'm finna ask the label to sign y'all. And he went on that. That nigga was...
Or he could like not talk to some niggas and whenever something come, he can be like, hey, or if I got a deal, I can say Ego Roundup or whoever, Ego Roundup everybody, let's have a meeting. I'll be like, oh, I got what's the name, Capital gonna sign you, he gonna go to you, some shit like that, cause sometimes he might need to just stop fucking with you for a minute and come back. So I just be looking at it different, but if a nigga just totally just stop dealing with you, period, then that's just like, damn.
Bro, that nigga...
That's all I'm saying. Niggas
I ain't gonna
gotta
do
be
him
going
bad
there.
I ain't gonna do him bad for real, cause it ain't my place. But that nigga legit got songs with WSA, bro. Like this real shit.
Who, Euro?
Yes, this nigga signed the WSA wall. Like think I'm capable, go to WSA studio. His name on it. But that's the relevancy is this. Like it's to the point to where like my niggas even stopped performing them songs, bro, because. This is the same nigga that used to come out with WSA, go to competitions with WSA. This is after you left your niggas.
Oh, he was so he was weird. So he went with another clique. He was like with WSA.
No, he was on that like I left my niggas to find the new niggas to be around. I guess he didn't feel like his niggas was on the same path or something, bro. I just know for a fact He left his niggas damn near before he even signed the deal.
But
Yeah,
yeah, shit, at that point,
Cause I done been dealing with niggas. Niggas been getting management deals, and you call them and they not answering the phone. Like these niggas, they just started acting funny already, and they just
but see
get
what I'm saying
managed.
is, like, you really, if a nigga felt like, okay, I've been in a situation where me and my day ones ain't on the same path. Like, so shit, if I ain't, quote unquote, how you just explained it, if I ain't leave my niggas, I wouldn't have met y'all. Shit, cause that's what I had to do.
Sometimes it's for the better, sometimes for the
I had to
worse.
switch up. I had to switch up what I was doing every day and go do what I needed to do to get where I had to go. If my niggas weren't rocking with me, then that's a problem, because we all probably trying to get to the same place.
Question.
So it's some kind of disconnect.
So them niggas that, quote unquote, you left, right? If they was to hit you on Facebook now, would the message be more like, I see you, fam, you doing your thing, keep your head up? Or would it be like, fuck nigga, you got all that sauce from us, nigga, goddamn, fuck you?
I ain't having none of that fuck nigga.
Now, I'm saying, like, which one would it rap more
It's
be?
gonna be nicer. It's gonna be, why I see you doing your thing, keep
Then that mean that you gotta report the way he walked off, bro. That nigga probably would have robbed that nigga, bro. Like, that's the way he walked off on nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, okay, like, when they be like a rapper can't come back to their hood, that be because when they made it, they didn't come back to the block like they knew they was from there. And by the time they came back to the block, they thought it was all good, like they just been fucking with the hood. And that's where they get their ass robbed in their own hood. That's where you have them situations come from. Cause nigga didn't come back. Not saying you're obligated to, but you could. Cause sometimes coming back and saying, fuck it. I just signed a $3.5 million deal. I'm from Pittsburgh. Let me just go give out a whole bunch of free book bags for back to school. That's coming back to the
But more than likely, a lot of times too, when niggas get on, it always be a hard nigga just as good as them, who they won't even get no like to. You get what I'm saying? So I know it's somebody who just as good as he is, and he not trying to help pull him up.
Abbreviation, man, I'm about to do it to him. Abbreviation was the hardest thing AE ever had, and you want to ask me, and you can ask countless others. I feel like all that man sauce came from Bree. I'm just be real with you.
But he, I mean, as far as like his music, I haven't heard no hits to where you be
It's
like.
only one. I dropped a pill in my drink. I took him in. Get what? Came from Bree.
That don't even sound like a hit. I want to hear that because I ain't never heard that song.
That deposit.
That deposit. But guess who started that? Bree. Man, they know nothing about no positive met Bree, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was her shit. You go on her Instagram, she been talking about posse. That was her. That's how she used to. Cause you know how famous motherfuckers got their names for their supporters. Like Beyonce got the Beehive. Like Nicki Minaj got the Barbies. Like now that I done got my LLC and shit, I had to start thinking like this shit. I think I'm gonna call my folk the Planetarians because on Ego World. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna call like then like Combat Pretty. She be like cadets. You feel what I'm saying? Like that was her tag for her supporters. Her posse. Pound posse. Nigga took the shit, bro. I mean, he ran with it because they were like, boy, they didn't invest all that money and it's a dirty game, boy. It's a dirty game, boy. That's why I be exposed to y'all stealing ass niggas. Stealing ass niggas, boy.
Okay, we gonna switch it up. So what's a memory? This is for both of y'all. What's a memory that y'all wish y'all could forget?
Man, I was in college, bro. And
Yeah, right.
crazy. What was it? I was in college and basically, okay, the game before I used to play football. If nobody didn't know. But the game before, you feel me, it was like 4th and 10, you know what I'm saying? And we finna lose. You know what I mean? Like a minute and some change left. Like 4th and 10. Coach tell nigga not to go do this shit all week, and I did what I wanted to do anyway, and it worked. You feel me? So it's the next week. We finna lose. It's like 2 minutes left. Defense been holding nigga. These are our rivals too. We already won the ring though from the game before. You know what I'm saying? So we already tied for conference. Cause college, you know, you win by conferences and shit like that. So we was already tied for conference. So Right after that shit. Next game come down that bitch about a minute left, bro. Wide up and on the post route, drop that hoe. Wow, probably worked day of my life. I was sick. I'm talking about wild.
Old school
I
hated
could've-
your ass.
Boy, I could have backpedaled in that bitch. Right? I could have got them rolled in that bitch from the 40 like nobody. That's what. But shit, it was nigga that. You know what I'm saying? Hated me, but at the same time, like it was just like, bro, you done did a lot. Like that shit my senior year too. That's not my last football game. Before like I played after football, I played after college. But I'm just saying like my last college game.
So did you have on like the professional looking gloves? Or
Man, I dropped that bit with everything I normally have on, goddamn bud. I dropped that bitch on with the
Was it
gloves
the
on.
pressure?
It wasn't shit. I just dropped that. I mean, I know what it was now. Like now that it's grown, y'all want to know my hand broke. This shit still broke. It broke right here. Like how much? I ain't know that shit. I just thought my wrist was fucked up. But
So it hurt when you ain't trying to.
yeah, that shit hurt the whole game. But niggas football.
why you tell your coach?
You know, I always heard
He gonna
all
put his
year.
ass on the bench.
Nigga, look, I was, bro, somebody hurt. I can't even take a play off. Like my senior year, I took a play off one time, bro. Nigga missed the block. They had hurt my toe my senior year. I always hurt my senior year, but nigga, I took a play off one time. I came out, nigga came in, missed the whole block. Got a nigga killed, coach put me to the side, cuts me the whole out for a whole play. Like let somebody else call the play. You feel me? Didn't let me back in the game. He just cussed me out about how I wasn't in the game. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't do nothing. Like,
He cuss you out for real, or he just saying
no, I'm
something
dead
crazy?
ass serious. Like it's real like cuss out. Like, bro, what the fuck? We
know
need
your
in the
star
goddamn
player.
game.
Shit.
You the one. Like I mean, I
He
was
not
the one.
doing it though.
Shit, man.
I mean, that folk get
I mean, I ain't missing another play. I mean, I got hurt. Hell, but shit, you know, we always hurt. It's football.
nigga ban is worse. Nigga ban, nigga, you might have a nigga
But you gotta
jumping
be
with you.
accountable. Like, if you the one, like, it don't matter what you doing. If you the one, you gotta be accountable. Like, on time. You gotta be on time, on top of it. Gotta be ready to go. Like, you the one. That's how it go. Like, it don't matter what you doing. If you right there, you the one out of your whole clique. Shit, you gotta be on time, on top of it. If you nigga doing correlating the events, goddamn, you gotta be the one. Shit, you doing the interview, you gotta be the one. Like, you gotta be on time, on top of that shit.
Okay, so we're gonna switch it up. Since you was on the football team, who was the baddest bitch you smashed in high school?
I had a girlfriend. I was in love in high
Ah!
school. I had a girlfriend.
You look like that type of nigga,
I was
man.
in love in high school, man. I loved her.
I had a bitch on every flow.
I loved her.
I had a bitch giving me mortar foul. I had a bitch I ate lunch with.
See, I ain't savage that till I got to college. That when I savage that.
Man, my school just too big. It was just no way. Shit.
See, my school big, but I just.
Okay, so what's y'all worst experience getting high or getting drunk? Like y'all pissed on y'allself or
Bruh,
like
I fell down some steps on my 20th. I wanna either on my 20th or my 21st. I fell down some steps, nigga. Like-
you went to the hospital?
No, nigga. Luckily, okay, I fell down them bitches, but the last four, I kind of slid down.
Okay.
But nigga, I could have died for real, bro. Like, and to this day, I don't go on steps when I'm drunk, bro. When I'm drunk, I'm going on steps, bro, cause that shit had a real nigga. I still feel like that shit was just that bad, and it was all cause I wanted to go get my weed.
I ain't never been drunk. What about you?
I
You ever shitted on yourself?
ain't never do no weird shit like that. I be fucked up though. Like I always get fucked up in college though. Easy. So like some funny shit happened when I was drunk. I remember that time. That wasn't that funny though.
Hold on, it was
Talk
funny,
about
but
it. Talk
it
about
was
it.
funny, but it wasn't that funny though.
Man, I done went through some shit getting fucked up. Like, bro, you gotta think. Like, it ain't nothing to do. Like,
Is it real cold up there?
That cold as fuck.
Like all the time?
Nah, it's, bro, like right now is the best time of year because right now I feel like October, November do good. Like how it be like real cool, like fallish. Like that fall is the longest season. You know what I'm saying? So fall be like from goddamn the beginning of August down there.
So y'all always got on coats and shit.
Like windbreakers, I wore windbreakers damn near.
Yeah.
So you can't tell us no story. You want to keep that on the low.
Oh no, I have some funny shit. I just gotta think. Like, ask me the question again. First thing come out
I
here.
ain't gonna even lie. I thought about that worst shit, and it's like
He told me.
when I think about it for real, the worst thing that I regret ever happening
Oh, man.
is taking that weed to Banneker, man. I should have never took that weed to Banneker.
What's
Like,
that banner?
Banneker High School when I was going to Banneker. I was the only nigga that was able to serve weight at Banneker. What I fucked up at is I ran my mouth and told a nigga who told the on-campus police on me. But this is the thing. I really was doing the most, bro. I should have kept it at a 7. I done let this nigga convince me to bring a hat. This one niggas was smoking mid. This wasn't no gas. This was mid. So I done let this nigga convince me to bring him a half. Knowing I don't bring him my weed to school. Never. I never had ever, bro, in my whole career of school, I had never ever did that. But I'm thinking, man, this finna be the biggest play I ever made.
Ever made.
So I'm like, fuck it, it worth it. I done brought the weed in how I usually do. Everything went without a hitch until I made a transaction. Everything was good with the transaction. Went like no undercover cop shit. What happened was he got caught later on trying to sell the weed to somebody else in the bathroom, and he told on me. That shit was and bro, like my family never let me live that shit down, bro. Cause they were just like, what? We ain't raised you to be no drug dealer. And that day is when I stopped selling drugs, bro. I said, I won't.
Who the fuck is this nigga? There's some shit like
This
that.
nigga name was Twin, bro. Hey, man, every Gobby Road nigga know who I'm talking about. His nigga name was Twin. He got a twin. These niggas from the south side. They're not from Gobby, but they're from the south side. I think they're from Shady Oaks or some shit like that. No, not Shady Oaks. Shady Pines. I forgot what that shit called. But what Gunner from? They from wherever Gunner from. But like, the niggas, he had a twin. So I sold the weed to his twin because we used to always be in ISS together. Because I was bad at it. We used to always be in ISS together. So he was like, damn, bro, like, you having weed? Yeah. That's what I did at school. Hustle weed. Well, at Banneker anyway. At Washington, I hustled candy. But at Banneker, I hustled weed. But that's the worst thing. That's probably the worst thing that ever happened to me, bro. Like, my family didn't let me live that shit down.
Yeah.
Then I had to go to alternative school after that. Had to do night classes to graduate, to go walk with my class. Like, that shit was horrible. That shit was all because I'm trying to be a drug dealer for real, bro. Just,
Worst thing having me on some getting fucked up shit. I guess this is more funny than worse, but I was with my partner though, right? So we was in school, so it's just me and my boy, and we was just talking shit. I was like, man, let's get drunk. They ain't all day, you feel me? Then when Crown Apple first came out, I'm talking
I
like,
hate that shit.
I'm talking like day 2 of Crown Apple. Like, we ain't never, niggas ain't never
Said
even
day
seen,
two.
like, niggas ain't never even seen me before. Like, that shit, no commercial, no nothing. Like, he just come, my homeboy Zach pull up on me and my boy Murph. He dropped the Crown Apple on the table, like, man, let's get drunk. Me and Murph, that's my brother, we talking shit, shot for shot, nigga. So we get fucked up. Nah, mind you, I'm fucked up, so I'm yes to everything. Little hoe hit me. Oh, yeah, let me come over. I got my friend with me. All right, bet. They come through with me and my boy, right? So me and Murph chilling with the O's. Bro really did green though, really, if you think about it though, but we chilling with the O's. I'm fucked up though. Like, fucked up, like, off that shit. Default, like, alright, I'm finna go to the bar. Shout like, I'm finna come back. So bro going to the bar. The girl that was, you know what I'm saying, with him, she left, you feel me? So the girl I'm fucking with, she went to go take her home and come back. So I'm fucked up in the house by myself. You feel me? Went to sleep my ass, bro. I threw her all over the bathroom. I'm talking, like, it's my crib though. This my shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit stank.
Yeah, it's my crib though, right? So like, I'm not thinking though, cause I'm drunk as fuck. Like, I'm a young nigga too at this time. So anyway, I done threw up all over the bathroom, went upstairs, and laid down, right? So look, I'm upstairs laying down. All I hear is people in the background like, bruh, come clean this shit up, right? So like, that's normal as fuck. Like, you feel me? But I'm fucked up. I really can't even get up right now. You feel me? Bruh, how about Shotty done came back, right? So Shotty at the house, she cleaned the throw up. You feel me? So as she finishes cleaning up the throw up is when my boy walk in. He walk in with a Joan he be fucking with and her friend that I be fucking with. So now I'm damn near caught, but I'm drunk though. You feel me? I'm just laying in the bed. I can't move, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like they arguing and shit. I can't move. I find out all this shit like on video in the morning. Like my boy just got it on video. Like this shit just funny as fuck. These hoes arguing like I got it, bro. We had like cat.
So you was fucking with both of them.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking like that. So. That was a boy thing I got home, but nigga, I was in college, man. We was having
You
fun.
still got them, man.
I don't got no hoe, not put on G.
And you be hitting these hoes wrong.
No.
Every nigga.
But stop
See,
putting
both-
me in the category with the shit you be doing. Right?
Both of y'all niggas same type niggas. Every nigga that say they don't got hoes, got hoes. Boy be like, I ain't got no hoes. He got all the hoes too.
Now, see. Right now, look.
Come on now, see.
I'm trying to lie real quick.
I don't fuck bitches like I used to. I fuck a bitch here and there, but
Your name is Bangem, Bugg.
I know what I'm saying.
I be on shit like today. Like I was thinking today. I be like, damn, bro. I be at peace when I'm by myself instead of like calling the bitch and like, what's up? Because you know I always got a bitch I can call anytime and go hang with. But I just be at peace just by myself, like, and I always be like listen to people when they be like, oh man, I'm looking for somebody so I can have peace. But it's peaceful by yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Molly World Cast. Y'all need to start hanging out with the real ones. Y'all need to start hanging out with Bangem Board, Nol8ne, Ego World. Fuck up ticket. And then we ain't coming to KOD, Molly World. But Molly World, you want to come up here and do an interview? We can do an interview too. But we want to hang out with y'all.
I ain't never did KOD. I like to perform.
I don't like the way it sounds.
I'm not gonna lie. When I went in that bitch, I actually thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was a way more chill vibe, but I think I wouldn't have liked it.
Before it was KOD.
I don't think I would have liked it if I didn't know nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of knew, like, I knew the niggas in that section, I knew the niggas in that section. So I kind of walked from section to section. But if I ain't know nobody and I just had to sit in the middle of that motherfucker, I probably was just performing and got the hell on up out of there. Like,
I was in that club when it was called Club Venue, and it looked exactly the same, bro. They didn't change shit for real.
no.
So it's like, to me, it's still Club Venue. They just changed the name. I don't really. Then the way the stage set up is kind of weird.
I like that.
It's set up for a whole bunch of hoes to ambush you for real. I don't like that when I'm performing in the strip club. When I perform in the strip club, I'm picky and choose about the hoe I want to throw my money on while I'm performing. You know what I'm saying? The way they set it up, down there any hoe can pull up on you, and I don't like that. Cause bitch, what if I want you in my recap? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Walk to the left.
when I went to Rumors, because I ain't been to a lot of strip clubs, but the strippers, like, if you say, look, you pay for a dance, and they'll, like, try to force you to buy another one. I'm like, hey, bro, like, let me get another girl or something. Like, come on, just one more.
It's a
I'm
trap.
like, bro, I'm good.
Hey, we was
Like,
in the club, right? Hey, we was in the club, right? You were out there shouting. I had to shout out to the club. We was all together, yeah. We was all in that bitch.
I'm trying to remember.
We was all in that bitch. Me, it's me, Ego. Shout out with Dayton, Cartel, and that motherfucker, man. We was all in that bitch sitting on the front side. And, you know what I'm saying, my girl was having fun. She was lit, you know what I'm saying? So my girl's talking to another girl, you know what I mean? They doing their thing, they just talking this shit. I'm like, well, shit, I told Shawty that. It's exactly what I said.
Oh, you
I'm
talking
like,
about that pinup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
I
what you
told
talking about?
Shawty, I'm like, look, when I said, I'm about to get my song played. That's when I'm going to throw money on you. You feel me? She stayed over there, kicking it with my girl, dancing with my girl, doing all that extra shit, right? Song come
Your girl
on.
fucking that girl.
Yeah, they were trying to fuck.
I don't know what
They
she
were
was
trying to
going
get
for.
me those threes.
I just know it was pussy out and she was doing like this. She would.
She was having fun.
That was the first time I had ever seen it. But after that, I seen more girls doing that with stripper. But that was the first time I ever seen a stripper like kind of like gyrate on the bitch like they fucking. I was like, damn, why the stripper don't do that to niggas? That what I was just trying to. All they do to niggas is that fake ass buying on niggas shit like, bitch, why you don't do that shit you was just doing with Shawty? Goddamn. But I guess it's only comfortable doing with girls. But she definitely was doing fucking motion over there.
But yeah, Shawty was tripping. They was dancing and shit, play me song, I tip her. Boy, we finna leave, bro. She talking about, oh, you gotta give me. I forgot the number, but I was like, I ain't just tip you like I look at the ground. Like, I don't want them niggas. I ain't going for that bullshit. I'm like, bro, I ain't just tip you like you tripping out. I'm like, no. And my brother run this shit. No.
It was funny though, cause when she went and told
Like,
Cartel on that nigga, it was like she didn't know that we was there, cause we know Cartel. So Cartel the head at Pinups, and when she went and told goddamn Cartel, it was like, huh? Then Cartel got into it with her ass, and then in my head I'm mad at Shawty, cause I'm just like, come on man, it's $5 dancing. They gon' play that one. That's what they gon' do. But I didn't know that you had told her that you was going to wait till. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Y'all, when we were leaving, I got down, was walking out. She was talking, the strippers, they don't never shut up. They ain't never gonna stop talking about this shit. They gonna keep talking about this shit until they don't see you no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking out, she still talking about this shit. I put like $20 on my bike. I just threw it at the house. Yo, want your money? Yeah, you do, bitch. Shut up.
That's what she told on your ass.
That bitch was drunk though. And then we had Zayaz with us that night, bro. Oh God, that was Zay's first night ever in the strip club. It was, bro. Remember he told us that was his first night ever in the strip club. Like, oh God.
It's alright, but I mean, if you ain't really got no money, I don't.
And you ain't holding on to no rack to throw in that motherfucker. I don't want to go.
I gave Zayaz $10. We were really straight. We were straight, but what fucked it up is when Lee was just killing. Oh shit. But what fucked it up is when she kept goddamn dancing with with Shawty. Like that would fucked it up, cause yeah, it just was bad. But
We was probably about to get up out of there anyway.
we won, but it was like how Shawty kicked it, but I could see her argument, cause she did dance with Shawty for a while. She danced with Shawty for a while, and it took a minute for your song to get played.
I probably would have gave it the $20.
Why did it take so long for your song to get played?
I don't know.
I thought we had been walked over there. Oh no, we waiting on Cartel again. We waiting on him to go talk to Dirty Work.